In a final 99-71, Bethany getting the win over Northwestern, joined by Jax Madson. And Coach Garvin Jax, will start with you. Hot shooting in the second half. You really kind of turned it on and really helped the team kind of stretch their legs after a close first half. Kind of take us through your mindset in that second half.
Yeah, I mean, obviously coming off the bench, I know that my team kind of needed a spark there in that second half, and I just knew that it was kind of in due time for me. I mean, coming off injury and just trying to get my legs back, and I could just feel yesterday some of my shots were short, so I was just trying to emphasize using my legs more, and I'm just trying to do whatever it takes for us to get the win tonight.
For sure. And you kind of mentioned the injury there and whatnot. I mean, we've seen a couple of guys down with injuries and banged up and stuff like that, but we've also seen a lot of key contributors.
Yeah.
And for you to know that you've got guys that can both in the starting lineup and come off the bench and really contribute in a lot of ways, how does that kind of help you knowing that you kind of have to help with your role in the team as well?
Yeah, I mean, like Coach says, it's next man up mentality. I mean, we have a ton of guys that are deep, and I think that it shows that how much trust we have in each other, and that we know one guy's not going one night, the next guy's gonna pick us up. And I think big thing for us too is just when we're not scoring or having our way, that we got to lock down defensively. That's kind of our mindset this year is win on the defense end because we know our offense is going to go. So I think how far our defense goes is how far we're going to go.
For sure. And then from a player's perspective, first half it was close. You allowed 41. Second half you allowed 30. It really allowed your offense as well to kind of stretch its legs a little bit. Kind of talk about the adjustments from your end, what you were trying to do on the defensive end in that second half.
Yeah, I mean, just trying to be physical. They obviously like to pound it inside and post it up a lot. So Hunt and Mace, I mean, sometimes me, Dom, and a lot of us that are just trying to get good position, make sure they're not down too low, and then try to help off that and make sure that we're aware of shooters backside. But we just try to be very solid and physical on defense, but we forced them to 13 turnovers. I think that was good for us on that end.
For sure. And Coach Garvin, we'll turn it over to you 2-0 and now on the conference season. Got some games here over the Christmas break and whatnot coming up, including a trip to Florida and stuff. And how important was it for you to kind of set the tone for the conference with not only all the chaos happening around the conference and some upsets and different things, but for you guys to really kind of control your destiny within the conference schedule?
Yeah, I mean, it's probably a little early to talk about destiny, but anytime you're playing conference games and you're at home, you got to take care of business. And I just was really happy with our approach and how we went about things this week. It's been a while since we played Friday, Saturday. So I was just really happy with our guys' approach, their mindset when they came and showed up for film and walkthrough this morning. It was still a hungry group, not satisfied with last night, and so that's what I'm most happy about. Just how we went about things, like Jax talked about, trying to win the game on the defensive end and letting that spur our offense. And I thought we did a great job of that both nights, and especially in the second half tonight.
For sure. And I mean, talking about adjustments at halftime, it was a close game. You guys were down at 8 at one point, were able to turn it into a 1-point lead. And then it seemed like just the defense really dictated the tempo and dictated how the game was going to go on your guys' end. And so talk about some of the adjustments that you made in the halftime locker room and what you saw from your guys there on the second half on defense.
Yeah, I think you got to give them a ton of credit. They made some really tough shots and really made some plays. Nehemiah really got going in that first half. He's an explosive athlete at the rim. And they really put us in some tough spots defensively. And I thought we just kind of locked back in a little bit at halftime, started winning the post battle a little bit more. And then our defensive positioning overall was just in a better spot in that second half. And then they probably are going to miss some looks that they'll want back. And we just did a good job of rebounding the ball and playing in transition.
For sure. Well, enjoy the next week of practices here, and we'll see you guys back here on Friday night. Jax, if you haven't had them already, good luck with finals. Go knock them out of the park, and congrats.
Thanks.